Augustus, architect of Rome's Golden Age. Augustus, Rome's first emperor, stands as a monumental figure in ancient history. His reign marked the transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire. Known for his political acumen and leadership, Augustus laid the foundation for a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. Born Gaius Octavius in 63 BCE, Augustus was the great-nephew of Julius Caesar. After Caesar's assassination, Octavius emerged as a key player in Roman politics. He skillfully navigated the treacherous landscape of power struggles, leveraging his familial ties and sharp intellect to ascend the political hierarchy. The fall of the Roman Republic was a tumultuous period marked by civil wars and political chaos. The assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 BCE created a power vacuum. Octavian, alongside other prominent figures, capitalized on this instability to consolidate power and eventually dismantle the Republic's political framework. Octavian's transformation into Augustus was a calculated and gradual process. After defeating his rivals, he sought to legitimize his rule. In 27 BCE, the Senate bestowed upon him the title Augustus, signaling the dawn of a new era. This rebranding was essential in securing his authority and public favor. The formation of the Second Triumvirate in 43 BCE was a pivotal moment in Octavian's rise. Alongside Mark Antony and Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, Octavian formed this political alliance to defeat the assassins of Julius Caesar. The Triumvirate's success solidified Octavian's position and paved the way for his eventual rule as Augustus. The Battle of Actium marked a decisive turning point in Roman history as Octavian's forces triumphed over those of Antony and Cleopatra. Their defeat led to their eventual suicides, eliminating the last significant opposition to Octavian's power and solidifying his path toward becoming the unrivaled ruler of Rome. Following his victory, Octavian adopted the title of Augustus, symbolizing a new era for Rome. This transformation was not merely nominal. It signified his strategic shift from a military commander to a benevolent leader focused on stability. Augustus skillfully cultivated an image of a restorer of peace and order. The formation of the Second Triumvirate was a calculated political maneuver by Octavian, Antony, and Lepidus to consolidate their power. This alliance allowed them to eliminate mutual enemies and control Rome's territories. Despite its initial success, internal conflicts and rivalries eventually led to its dissolution, leaving Octavian in a dominant position. Augustus implemented significant political reforms to stabilize the Roman state. He reduced the Senate's size and restructured its membership, ensuring loyalty and efficiency. By retaining traditional republican forms while exercising autocratic control, Augustus cleverly maintained the illusion of a restored republic, thus securing widespread support. The establishment of the Principate marked the beginning of imperial Rome, with Augustus as its first emperor. He cleverly balanced autocracy with republican elements, presenting himself as the first among equals. This new political structure allowed for centralized authority while preserving the facade of Rome's storied republican traditions. Augustus's military reforms were transformative, enhancing the efficiency and loyalty of Rome's legions. He established the Praetorian Guard, an elite unit tasked with protecting the emperor and maintaining internal security. This innovation not only secured his reign, but also set a precedent for future emperors, ensuring stability within the empire. Under Augustus, the Roman Empire expanded significantly, encompassing territories from Spain to the Middle East. His strategic military campaigns and diplomatic efforts effectively secured Rome's borders. These expansions brought wealth and resources, solidifying Rome's dominance and fostering a sense of unity and strength across the vast empire. The Pax Romana, a period of unprecedented peace and stability, was one of Augustus's most significant achievements. This era allowed for economic growth, cultural flourishing, and improved quality of life for Roman citizens. The absence of large-scale conflicts enabled Rome to focus on internal development and prosperity, benefiting generations to come. Augustus's economic reforms were pivotal in stabilizing and revitalizing the Roman economy. He implemented policies that promoted trade, standardized currency, and improved infrastructure. These measures not only boosted economic activity, but also ensured a steady flow of revenue to support the empire's vast administrative and military apparatus. Augustus reformed the taxation system, making it more efficient and equitable. By conducting a comprehensive census, he ensured fair tax distribution and minimized corruption. These reforms increased state revenues, providing the financial foundation necessary for his ambitious building projects and social programs, ultimately enhancing the empire's stability and prosperity. Augustus initiated an ambitious array of building projects that transformed Rome. He famously claimed to have found Rome a city of brick and left it a city of marble. His construction efforts included temples, public baths, and monuments, which not only beautified the city, but also solidified his legacy. Among Augustus's architectural achievements, the Forum of Augustus stands out. This grand complex served as a center for judicial activities and showcased the Temple of Mars Ultor. The Forum symbolized Augustus's power and his commitment to avenging Julius Caesar's assassination, reinforcing his image as Rome's rightful leader. The Ara Pacis, or Altar of Peace, epitomizes Augustus's reign. This monument celebrated the peace and prosperity brought by his rule. Its intricate carvings depicted scenes of abundance and religious rites, aligning Augustus with divine favor and underscoring the stability he provided to the Roman Empire. Under Augustus, Rome experienced a cultural renaissance. His reign saw the flourishing of literature, art, and architecture. Augustus patronized poets, artists, and architects, fostering an environment where creativity thrived. This cultural blossoming not only glorified his rule, but also left a lasting impact on Western civilization. Augustus's support for the arts extended to literature, where he played a key role in promoting works that aligned with his vision. The poet Virgil's Aeneid, for instance, became a symbol of Augustan ideals. This epic celebrated Rome's origins and Augustus's leadership, reinforcing the values of duty, piety, and heroism. Augustus was a notable patron of the arts and literature, fostering a cultural renaissance that profoundly impacted Roman society. He supported poets like Virgil, Horace, and Ovid, whose works reflected Augustan ideals. His patronage helped solidify Rome's cultural identity and promoted the values of peace, prosperity, and civic duty. Virgil's Aeneid stands as a quintessential example of Augustan propaganda through literature. The epic poem glorifies Rome's origins and Augustus's leadership, linking the emperor to divine destiny. By celebrating Roman virtues and the mythic past, the Aeneid reinforced Augustus's vision of Rome's grandeur and his role as its restorer. Propaganda played a crucial role in Augustus's reign, shaping public perception and legitimizing his authority. Through coins, statues, and monumental architecture, Augustus disseminated his image as Rome's savior. This strategic use of visual and literary propaganda helped cultivate loyalty and unity, reinforcing his position as the unchallenged ruler. Augustus implemented religious reforms to revive traditional Roman values and practices. He restored temples, revived old rituals, and emphasized pietas, or religious duty. By aligning himself with Rome's religious heritage, Augustus strengthened his moral authority, presenting himself as the guardian of Rome's spiritual and cultural legacy. Restoring traditional Roman values was central to Augustus's agenda. He promoted family virtues, moral conduct, and social stability through legislation and public examples. By emphasizing these values, Augustus aimed to strengthen the social fabric of Rome, ensuring the longevity and prosperity of the state under his principled and disciplined governance. Augustus meticulously planned his succession to ensure the continuity of his reforms and the stability of Rome. His family played a crucial role in these plans, with each member carefully positioned to support his vision. This intricate web of familial alliances and political maneuvers highlighted Augustus's foresight and strategic acumen. Livia Drusilla, Augustus's wife, was a powerful influence in both his personal life and political decisions. Her intelligence and ambition were instrumental in shaping the Roman Empire. Livia's role extended beyond the traditional bounds of a Roman matron, making her a key player in Augustus's succession plans and governance. Augustus's daughter, Julia the Elder, played a significant role in his political strategy. Through her marriages, Augustus forged crucial alliances that bolstered his power. Despite personal scandals, Julius' position within the family remained a vital component of Augustus's broader political and dynastic objectives. Tiberius, Augustus's stepson, was chosen as his successor, a decision reflecting both familial loyalty and political necessity. Tiberius was groomed for leadership, undertaking various military and administrative roles. Augustus's selection of Tiberius ensured a seamless transition of power, aiming to preserve the stability and prosperity he had established. The Augustan age is remembered as a golden era for Rome, marked by unprecedented cultural, political, and economic achievements. Augustus's careful planning and reforms laid the groundwork for a thriving empire. His legacy endured through the institutions and policies he implemented, influencing Roman society for generations. Augustus's influence on later Roman emperors was profound. His establishment of the Principate set a model that future rulers emulated, blending autocratic power with republican forms. His political and military reforms provided a blueprint for stability and governance, directly shaping the imperial structure that defined Roman rule for centuries. Criticisms and controversies surrounding Augustus are numerous. Some historians argue he dismantled the Republic under the guise of restoration, concentrating power in his own hands. His use of propaganda and political manipulation is often highlighted, raising questions about the ethical implications of his reign and the true nature of his leadership. Augustus's legacy in Roman history is monumental. He transformed Rome from a fractious republic into a stable empire, ushering in the Pax Romana. His achievements in governance, military organization, and cultural patronage left an indelible mark, making him one of the most influential figures in Western history. The comparison with Julius Caesar's leadership reveals stark contrasts. While Caesar's rule was marked by bold, often reckless ambition, Augustus exercised calculated, patient strategy. Augustus's ability to maintain stability and institutionalize imperial power stands in contrast to Caesar's tumultuous and ultimately fatal dictatorship, highlighting their differing approaches to leadership. Augustus's impact on Roman law and governance was transformative. He reformed legal codes, established a professional bureaucracy, and created enduring institutions. His emphasis on legal order and administrative efficiency not only stabilized the empire, but also laid the foundations for Roman law, influencing legal systems in the Western world for millennia. Augustus's impact on Roman law and governance was profound. His reforms stabilized the empire by creating a more efficient administrative structure. He introduced laws that strengthened family values and moral conduct, thereby shaping the social fabric of Rome. His legal framework influenced Roman jurisprudence for centuries, setting a precedent for future emperors. The deification of Augustus after his death solidified his legacy. The Senate officially declared him a god, and temples were erected in his honor. This act not only immortalized him, but also reinforced the divine right of his successors, intertwining his legacy with Rome's religious and political identity. Augustus remains a significant figure in both Roman and modern popular culture. His life and reign have been depicted in literature, film, and television, often highlighting his strategic brilliance and political acumen. These portrayals keep his legacy alive, offering contemporary audiences a glimpse into the complexities of his leadership. Modern historical perspectives on Augustus vary. Some historians laud him as a visionary who brought peace and stability, while others criticize his authoritarian methods. Despite differing views, most agree that his reign marked a turning point in Roman history, transitioning it from a republic to a stable imperial power. Augustus is often seen as the architect of Rome's Golden Age, a period marked by unprecedented peace, prosperity, and cultural achievement. His comprehensive reforms laid the foundation for a thriving empire that lasted for centuries. Through his vision and leadership, Augustus transformed Rome into a beacon of civilization.